Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. Today is New Year's Day, 2024. And I wanted to just jump on here and say a few words about New Year's. New Year's is a time of new beginnings for everybody. That's when we all make New Year's resolutions and things of that nature. And um, it's just a time when we reflect on the past year and think about what our new year is going to look like. And my personal belief is if we just stay with God, then our new year is going to be just fine because every day is a good day with the Lord. So I do find it helpful if there are things, specific things that you want to accomplish this year. I do find it helpful to write it down so that at the end of the year you can go back and look at it. I think that's helpful, but I want to encourage you if you do happen to do that, don't get distressed at the end of the year and you find that you haven't been able to do anything other than just breathe in and out and survive the year. Sometimes that is a victory, and many times that is a big victory. So let's get started and do a little bit of makeup. I'm not going to do a lot today. I'm just going to do kind of a minimum makeup look because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. This is New Year's Day. There are a few places open, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to go get out and about and just prowl a little bit. So that's what my mom used to always call it. "You gonna go prowling around today?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I think I will." Um, so if y'all are wondering what I've done to my hair, I haven't really done anything permanent. I was at Walmart the other day, and they had this hair chalk. So I got this. It's supposed to be pink, but it's purple. It actually shows up purple on my hair, which I don't really mind that. It washes out. I put it on the other day, and my family really liked it. So I thought, well, it's New Year's Day. Let's just be happy and put on some purple hair chalk and let's go about your day today. So, did you all have a nice Christmas? I wanted to ask you all what was your Christmas like? Um, my I got to spend Christmas with my family. We had a wonderful, wonderful day with them. Um, my grandkids, of course, they got too much to eat and too many presents. And this year it's made me really pause and think about what I'm going to do. This is one thing I'm going to do next year. Um, we are very fortunate that my family is that we can give our I can give my grandchildren and my daughter and son-in-law can give, my grandsons and granddaughter and even my great-grandson, that we can really provide for them Christmas. We're very blessed by that we can, you know now, yes, within reason, okay? They're not gonna get like a yacht or anything, but, we can provide Christmas for our family, and so we're very blessed with that, but you know what? I was really disturbed this year because I feel like that we did it this year a little bit in excess. And I really don't now I'm not talking about these huge Christmas hauls that people post online. It wasn't anything like that. But I did find myself asking myself, did my grandkids really need some of this stuff that we got 'em? Did they need all this candy? Did they and let me tell you, I'm the candy queen. I really I provide candy for my grandkids on a regular basis and plenty of snacks at Grammy's house. But I found myself asking, do they really need that? And I don't think they do. So I had a conversation with my daughter after Christmas and told her that next year I was going to do something else. I was going to do a basket with their favorite foods and of course candy in there, and maybe a gift certificate to go to their favorite place to eat, and give them, a gift card maybe for, I don't know, for them to go do something together, to maybe for them to go, um, there's a park here. There's a new park called Aspire that is really cool. And I thought maybe I'd do that this year, give them give them a gift certificate to go there, or give them a gift certificate to go do something else, or a gift card, not a certificate. You can tell that I'm old school calling it a gift certificate. But that has always bothered me a little bit for Christmas, and I really try very hard not to do over consumption for my grandkids because I don't want them to think that all they have to do is ask and they get stuff. I don't want them to think that. I want them to learn to pray, wait on God for things, and to be responsible citizens. I don't want them to think that mom and dad and Grammy are always gonna bail them out of stuff if they get in trouble. I don't want them to have that mindset. So, what I'm gonna do next year is something a little bit different, and my daughter actually agreed and said they were gonna do much less next year too. They were gonna explain it to the boys. I get troubled. I start getting this is kind of the way I've been for the last few years. I get troubled around the holidays that are supposed to be Christ-centered, and it doesn't seem like they are. And that really bothers me because that is literally the word Christ is in the word Christmas. So I'm not saying that we didn't make Jesus the center. I'm not saying anything like that. But I think I'm going to make a greater effort next year to do so, even more than I did this year. I want to. I want my grandkids to know and understand that the reason we even celebrate that is because, you know, Jesus came to earth. He died for us, and we need to remember that. So that's how I'm gonna be doing things different. That is one of my New Year's resolutions, and I just have to kinda stick with it now and not let not let those little beggars talk me into doing more than I want to do or that I think I should do. Because I will say right here, I'll go on record as saying I really have a weak spot in my heart for my grandkids. I really do, and I think most grandparents suffer from that because I wanna make sure that they have what they need because now it's different when you have grandchildren, isn't it? Those of you who are grandparents, because I know when my daughter was little, I was you're worried about, how am I gonna provide for this child? And you're scared you're gonna make a mistake, and you wonder what kind of human am I raising and all this different stuff. And when you got a grandkid, you don't have to worry about that so much because it's it's not your responsibility to do that. So you can get by with a lot more and than you can when you're a parent, I think. And there's kind of a for me with my grandkids, there's kind of a satisfaction, I guess, in seeing a continuity. And I don't know if you all feel this or not, but this is one thing I felt. Knowing that my, bloodline will continue is, that's a big thing. I really want I really like the idea of that. So, I gotta treat the bloodline well. So, I'm gonna try something today that I've never tried. I'm gonna try this little pillow puff thing that I got from Ulta. I'm gonna try this up here on my cheekbone. Maybe I did try this once before. I don't know, I don't remember, um, but I'm gonna pat this on up here and just blend this in with the contour that I just did. I've really loved this little thing. I'm just telling you, y'all, I love this. I got this. This comes with 6 of these little things in a package at Walmart. And it really makes your skin, it really gives you a really, really nice finish on your makeup. It really does. So now I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna use a little bit right here, just on the end of my nose to give my nose a little bit of a highlight. A little bit right here, a little bit right there. I've really enjoyed messing around with makeup. I'm telling you, I missed makeup so much when I had cataract surgery, especially eye makeup. And I've had, like I said on my last video, I still have a sty on this eye, but it's really gone down a lot. And it's released a couple of times, which that's great. So as long as it's draining and it's releasing, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But I did make the decision if it's still like this, um, by the end of maybe middle of February, I'm gonna give it till then. I'm gonna go and have the doctor look at it and see about getting it, taken off. So that has been a kind of a bit of a challenge, but y'all, I just love makeup, and y'all know me well enough to know that, I mean, I just like it. I do. And so anything I can do to improve my 69-year-old face, I'm gonna try to do it if I possibly can. I'm using a little bit of liquid, um, eyeshadow right up here at my brow, just enough to give it a shimmer. I'm not using much of it, just enough to give me a little bit of a highlight right there. I'm actually not going in right here like I normally do. I'm gonna give that a rest today because 'cause I'm just kinda going for just a nice clean look. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna even put on yeah, I'll put a little bit of this on. This is another, let me get my mirror over here so I can see what I'm doing. This is another, I don't think y'all can see me if I do that. Let me try this and see if this is better. This is just another liquid, um, eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna use a little bit on my lid. Not gonna use much, just enough, and I'm just gonna tap it in. You can also tap this in if you want to if you want to use a brush, you can tap it with a brush. I have much better luck with my fingers, y'all. And I guess that's just 'cause I'm old school. I got a little bit too much on this one eye. Went a little bit wild with that color over here. Let me get some of this off. Let me tap that down just a little bit more, wipe a little bit of that off. Blend it in just a little bit better. There we go. The reason I kinda like this color of, eyeshadow, of the liquid eyeshadow, is because, it's pretty much the same color as my eyelids, because my eyelids are kind of rosy. I do have a lot of red in my skin. Hello, baby girl. I've got Trixie, it's right here. She's sitting behind me in my chair. She likes to sit here when I'm getting ready, and even if I'm crafting or doing something sitting here, she likes to sit behind me. "You want up?" But then she wants up. Hold on, let me let her up. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Get off. Come on, get off. Get down. Get down. Come on. Good girl. Okay. Now, let's see. Do I wanna use I don't think I'm gonna even put on any eyeliner today, y'all. I'm just gonna go for the Lash Intensity mascara, and I'm gonna do that. And I'm not really even gonna do a whole ton of mascara, just enough to give my eyes a little bit of a pop. I tell you what, life is a lot easier putting on my makeup. Now that I've had cataract surgery and I'm recovered from it. Um, I still see the lens sometimes when I turn my eyes a certain way, but for the most part, my vision has really improved. That's really, um, and man, I'm telling you, I was really worried about that. But when I went to get my glasses, the guy who helped me pick out glasses he's not like an eye surgeon, ophthalmologist, but he's an optometrist in the eye doctor's office. And he told me this. He said, sometimes it just takes, 6 months, 8 months for that to totally go away. He said, don't worry about it. Cause he asked me how I was doing and I told him. And he said, don't worry about it. He said, um, your doctor said everything looked good. So he said, you're going to be fine. So that's that set me. I don't know why I had to have somebody tell me that because my doctor had already told me that, but just hearing it from somebody else was was kinda nice just to hear that. Let me get my tone that down just a little bit. My nose is a little shiny. Okay, now that I've done this, I'm gonna go in with this beige nude and just line my lips. And I'm putting that all over my lips because it makes my lipstick stay on a little bit better. I am a unrepentant lip licker. Going to use a little bit of Hushed blush over the top of that. This is the color. I really like that color. I've been wearing that a lot. That's a new color that Mary Kay has, and I really like that. Okay, so here's the look. Now, now I feel ready to go face the world should I decide to leave and go somewhere, which I may very well do. I've been cooped up in the house and I need to get my steps in today. I got a Fitbit for Christmas. I had been wanting one of these so that when I work out, I will know how many steps that I do, other than putting on the video and then having it tell me, break it down in steps or break it down in miles. I wanted to actually track it myself and I wanted something that would kind of monitor my heart rate too, just because, I do have irregular heartbeat. So, well, that's not really what it is. It's there's a name for it, but I don't remember what it is. But it doesn't bother me much. And it's not serious. It's not at all anything that needs to be I need to be concerned about. But every now and then I will feel, my heart will skip a beat. And I've had this my most of my life. My dad had it, my sister has it, my daughter has it. So it's my dad was 86 years old when he passed away, and it wasn't had nothing to do with his heart. So it's the same thing, but I do like to monitor it to make sure that and I'm probably kind of like a hypochondriac, but I just want to make sure that everything's good with every part of me. So anyway, this really helps. I guess that's a sign of a bad lack of faith for me to want to just kind of look at that. But so far, so good. Everything's been just perfectly fine. So I really like it. The only thing I've noticed about the thing, so if you all have one of these things, drop this down. Let me know in the comment section how you like it. I do feel kind of like this is running my life now because if I sit still for too long, it'll say time to move. And I'm like, and it doesn't buzz, but it vibrates just a little bit. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of like took me a little while to get used to that. But I didn't realize until I got this thing how many times during the day I was just really still and didn't move around, because it's really easy. I work out every day. I get up and do my 2 miles, then I do a mile in the evening. So I'm active as far as that's concerned. And I'll putter around the house and do stuff. But I did not realize how much I sat around and didn't do anything except just watch cat and dog videos on YouTube. So I've decided. So now I'm having to be a little bit more intentional about getting up and doing things, which I think that's really good. So I'm finished today and this is all I'm going to do to myself, but I wanted to just tell you all that every bit of any success that I have had on YouTube has been because of you guys. And I wanted to tell you going into the new year here how much I truly appreciate every single one of you. And those of you who have been with me from the beginning when I had 10 subscribers, I really and truly appreciate that so, so much. Happy New Year, Peggy. I see you're on here today, sweet girl. Happy New Year. So, I am going to pledge to you that going forward here in 2025, everything I do on this channel will be done with honesty and integrity and with an eye on what would Jesus think. So I feel like I've already done that, but I want you to know that I am going to continue to do that. So y'all have a wonderful week, wonderful day. And if you can eat any black eyed peas and collard greens today, do it. I may have to go get me some collard greens somewhere if I can find some. because I don't know how to cook collard greens. I know how to cook regular greens, but I guess it's not any, much different than cooking collard greens. And I actually had some good ones last week over at a new little restaurant that I tried, and it had some kind of little it had like onions and some type of spicy something in it, and they were had some heat to them. And I normally don't eat stuff like that because of my stomach, and I was like, "Oh, is this gonna bother me?" But, I mean, it's collard greens, and I love them. So, I was like, "I haven't had anything green to eat." I've been living on fudge and turkey for a week, so I decided I'm gonna try these, and surprisingly, they did not bother my stomach, and they were delicious. So, I may run back over there. I'll find out if they're open today. If they are, I may run over there and get me some. So, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful week. May the Lord bless and keep you. May He make His face to shine upon you and give you peace today. I love you guys. Bye bye.